Hi, everyone. Welcome to Thrive Live Thursday. And normally this would be live, but I'm traveling today. So I arranged to have my dear friend Brighton West on with me to ask me a great question that will hopefully benefit everyone. So first, I want to say thank you for being on, Brighton. Welcome to Thrive Live Thursday.
Great. Thank you, Debbie. Nice to be here.
So I'd love you to just share real briefly, like, what do you do? What's your business?
Sure, thanks. So I work with coaches, authors, and speakers who are struggling with exposure. So they've got a business and a model that's successful, but they just need more people kind of coming into the funnel. They're typically authors and speakers, and I help them add YouTube to that mix. So they can get I say that YouTube is the world's largest audience, 30 million people every day. So I help get them on that stage.
Wow, that is so awesome what you do. And I've loved working with you and learning all these tips and tricks of what to do with video and how to get more exposure. So what you're doing is so important. So keep going, keep going.
Thank you.
So what is your question today?
So this is something I've been seeing more and more at networking events when I'm out and about. Is that some people don't carry business cards anymore. They want to just connect via LinkedIn right there on their cell phone. So I was wondering, I'm still a business card type of guy, but I was wondering what your opinion is on handing out business cards versus trying to do the electronic thing right then and there.
Okay, so I'm going to answer that question and give also an idea of what you can do when you come across these people who don't have cards. So I'm an old-fashioned girl, and I believe you want to hand people a card if they're interested and get a card from them if you want to be in touch with them, because you have their phone number. On LinkedIn, again, it's just, you send each other a message. You'll maybe never hear from them again. So you want to be able to call them. So I really believe in handing cards out, but I don't hand them out. I only give them to people if they ask for them. I really don't like when people are walking around networking events just sticking their cards in your face, because it doesn't mean anything to you to get that card. So sometimes I'll ask somebody for a card and they'll say, "Did I get your card?" And I'll say, "Well, you haven't asked me for it." And I make a joke about it, but I say to them, I don't give my card out unless people ask. So that's number one. So the second thing you can do, because you want to get their phone number, if you like them and you want to be in touch with them, you want to get their phone number. So I've created little cards that they have my logo on them, and it has a place for them to put their name, their phone number, and their email address. And so when they don't have a card, I'll hand them this card and I'll ask them to fill in their info. And that works really well, because sometimes people actually have forgotten their cards or they've run out of cards. And I don't know about you, but I've tried in the past to just put them in my phone, but then I forget who they were. Like, I like to have all the cards, I put them in an envelope when I network, so they're all in one place. And if I have this little card that I've created with my branding on there, then I'll remember who they were and I'll write notes on there. So that's a suggestion that I have when people don't have a card.
I love that. Yeah, because I want to come home. I didn't realize the phone number thing was an important part of this, but I want to come home and I want to be able to put them in my CRM when I put them into LinkedIn and then send them a message at the same time. And if we're just doing it really quick, you're right. You forget why this person's in your LinkedIn. It's just they end up just in there.
They end up in there, right? And there's no group. So when you meet somebody to set an event and you enter them into your CRM, you can then tag them for the event where you met them, so you'll never forget who they are and where you met them. And then the notes go in right away of what you talked about. And then you can set reminders as you follow up with them. So that is like the best way. Because if LinkedIn or you become friends on Facebook, they just become part of your friends there. And then you just can't keep track of them that way. There's just no way. And I know a lot of people do that. They say the first thing they do when they come home is they connect with somebody on LinkedIn, which is great. And you want to put them in your CRM.
Yep.
But that not in your email marketing system unless you've asked them for permission if they want to receive, if you have a newsletter, or like I send out my weekly follow-up tips. I never add anybody automatically to that because that's illegal. And a lot of people are still doing that. I get added to people's lists when I never gave them permission. So I just wanted to make sure that everyone who's listening knows not to do that. So was that helpful?
Yes, definitely. And I want to add one thing to what you just said in terms of LinkedIn and then your CRM is I'm in love with my new CRM, which is HubSpot. I think it's called HubSpot Sales or HubSpot Marketing. I can't remember exactly which one. But what it's got is this cool connection to LinkedIn. So my process is I pull them up on LinkedIn just based on their name. And then it takes all of their LinkedIn information over to HubSpot and creates the contact there. You're right, though. The phone number doesn't go. Nor does the email address. So I have to go immediately over there and add that stuff in. But it's great to not have to type their name and their address and all the stuff that I normally would just skip putting in. It's all done automatically for me now. I just love that.
That is fabulous. I love that. That's a great, great feature. I haven't heard about that before. That's pretty unique. That's very unique. So awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on, Brighton. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you next week on Thrive Live Thursday. So come with your questions. Okay, bye for now.